Greetings, theists and non-theists. I'm the Atheist Paladin. Now it's for your questions yet again. Luckily, my travel day has been knocked back a day, and so I have now time to answer them. So I gave it a little more time for the questions to come in, and now I've blocked it off and will answer what I've gotten now. Silver Fox Condor 46 asks, why can't religious faith be understood in a purely subjective leap of faith, such as faith in its own merit need not to be supported rationally? Why does everything have to be supported rationally? Is that what you're asking to me? And why can't faith be the exception? Well, if that was the case, how would you make the rule of the subject? Why would it not be subject to something that is rationally defined? Because if there's an exception to that, then why not let this snake oil salesman do his thing, not to have to prove anything about the claims of what he's selling? Why does anybody would have to prove anything about anything? In reality, because religion takes the biggest part of your life. It demands your whole life, and you are to give it unthinkingly. It demands no evidence whatsoever, to demand no critical thought whatsoever. And it demands the most important part of your life. It demands total control of your life. So if an exception that's so large, you might as well just throw out the whole entire rule of rationalization altogether. Because religion demands that you take for the Jehovah's Witnesses, for example, their belief of no blood transfusions. As a result of that belief, many people have died, and they will continue to die. And we are supposed to let them kill people because of their belief. And there's just so many examples which I can bring up, which faith goes in contradiction, even to be even dangerous to follow, and you're not supposed to question it. That would lead to a very unsafe world, in my opinion. Why do we need to objectively debunk dogma on the basis of believing, for believing is subjective? Well, belief is subjective to the person, the facts aren't. Just because someone believes the moon is made out of cheese doesn't give them the right to ignore the fact that it is anything but cheese. And it certainly doesn't give them the right to impose that belief on others, because that's what religion does. It just not only isn't just a belief. If religion was more benign than it is today, then I probably wouldn't have a problem with it at all. But the fact that it demands you believe statements, why can't I defend myself? Because religious people many times will institute their beliefs on you without asking, such as a Sharia law in the Arabic states, and as the prohibitions against the prohibitions that were against alcohol, and the prohibitions that were instituted against pornography. They won't hesitate to enforce their beliefs on you. So why wouldn't you want to call them on their dogma, which is obviously false? Okay, Jetty Howie X. I want to know your top 3 Pat Condell vids. They're in the link description box. Hello, Angry Christians. Why does faith deserve respect? And Islamophobia. Those are good. Rational Oracle thing. Do you think faith is dangerous? Yeah, I think from my answering Silver Fox, I think that should pretty clear it up for you. when it demands, that you don't think about it and you're just unquestioning, why wouldn't that be dangerous? X71, where are you going? Afghanistan. Ranscarda 9, what's the best way to tell your religious family members that you are an atheist? Kingheathen did a video on this, and I highly suggest you watch it. Again, it's in the description box. Gypsy Witch, who are favorite YouTubers? Super Excellency, Paul's Ego, Cruz Spence. It was Dravenbane, but he no longer makes videos. Kingheathen. CDK00. And Captain Ordinary, I would say. If you can watch any two people on YouTube fight each other, who would they be? Really, if violence isn't fantasy in itself, where people aren't really getting hurt, I don't like violence at all. I don't know, you'll probably call me a pussy for that, but I despise boxing and the UFC, or any blood sport. So I wouldn't like to see anyone get in a fight. So you may call me copping out on that answer, but that's my opinion. If you can sleep with anyone on YouTube, who would it be? It would be you, Gypsy Witch. I'm not shy about admitting that. Cherry asks, Cherry 59. She's just saying goodbye. Okay. On a nomino, is how you pronounce it. Do you have an innie or an outie? Show us. It is an innie. See? Innie. With a big old belly. Are you a virgin? No. Have you ever kissed a man? No. What is your problem with the amazing atheist? I didn't know I made my disdain of that man clear, but apparently he has picked it up. The man's an ass, and he likes being an ass, and he does things that I find disgusting as a human being. An example would be a guy named Aryan something, Aryan something, but this guy was obviously a Nazi, you can tell by the name. And this guy didn't make any videos, he just had, favorites and made comments. And this guy wasn't really bothering anyone, but the Amazing Atheist had his subscribers run him off YouTube. Which I find disgusting. Yes, he was a Nazi, but I still believe in the First Amendment. I would like to quote Dendrophilian on this one. Everyone believes in free speech until you say something that not everyone agrees with. But that seems to be true. But I believe in free and total speech. But I'll use my free speech to call them an ass, but I won't ever have them shut up for it. So, those are my answers. I hope you're satisfied with that.